Hello, my little lovebirds. TonyaTko here, and we have a very deep and heavy topic for today. So, before we get into the topic of the video, which is about presence, I'm going to work my way in there by saying that soon my dream is going to be able to come true. My dream of being able to make videos without having to wear concealer. I normally put concealer under my eyes to hide the dark circles, and today is day 18 of my fast. I've been on a raw vegan cleanse for 18 days now, and so I'm getting to bed early. I'm meditating. My dark circles are going away. So today I am doing a completely concealer and makeup free day. All I have on is a little bit of eyeliner and of course, my eyebrows because my face is bald, so I had to add a little something. So, on day 18 of my cleanse, people have asked me, what are some of the differences? Have I noticed any differences? And there are a tremendous amount of differences. One of those differences being an attunement. You know how, and I was talking with a colleague about this last night, and she was talking about Moses and the burning bush, and how God spoke to him through the bush, etc. Right? And we were talking about this voice within, because now that I've started meditating, my subconscious speaks to me when I sleep. It's very interesting, and it's a little startling because the voice and the life direction is so clear and so crisp that it's unmistakable, and it's like, this is what I need to do, and this is the direction that I need to go. And how sometimes you're like, oh, should I do this? I don't know when I wake up in the morning, I have a clear agenda, a clear message that was implanted into my mind while I slept. And it's a bit overwhelming, but I decided to just listen to it. It's directing me towards something, so I'm going to follow I'm going to follow its instruction. And this morning I woke up with this voice inside of me that said to put this message out there. And if you're not on my Facebook page, please join my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/TonyaTko show. And that's Tonya what? With an O. That's right. So if you come over to my Facebook page, you'll be able to stay in touch with me, like when I do my little post like today, which actually led into this video from people's comments and a plethora of emails that I received privately as a result of this post. And this is the message that we're going to get into today about presence. Listen to me. And I stated this on FB. And for those of you who know me, you know that part of the reason that I do my videos and the reason that I am your big sister, TonyaTko, is because my mother left me when I was a teenager. She left this world. Well, she didn't leave me because she's still around, but she left this realm in the physical sense. My mother died when I was 19. And don't feel sorry for me, because if it were not for the fact that my mother did die, I probably would be going to my mother for advice instead of having to learn from the school of hard knocks. And those knocked me hard, baby. And from those hard knocks that I share my life lessons with you. And let me tell you, when my mother died, and for those of you who have relatives who have passed away, you know how it is. It's like a free-for-all. Relatives from all over come and they descend upon their things like they come out of the lurches like vultures, descending upon their things, taking what they can because that person is no longer here. And I did not want to profit from my mother's death. But after one particular set of vultures had come by and took all of her church hats, the hats black women had, and my mother was from the South. Those of you, my dad is Caribbean, but my mother was from the South. So, that's how I'm the whole bicultural thing. Best of both worlds. Best of both cookings, too. For those of you on my Facebook page, you know, because I'm putting up my recipes. Well, anyway, when one particular set of vultures had come and taken her hats, and they took her jewelry, and they took her handbags, I got nothing. I didn't want anything. Because immediately, I should have grabbed some things, but immediately after my mother's death, I was not concerned with trying to take her possessions. I wanted my mother back. Plus I was only 19. So anyway, after one particular set of vultures had left, I went into her room, and things were a bit disheveled because when people are going for their free for all, things get knocked about a bit. And I found this little thing. It was little. It was smaller than this. It was square, about this size, except square. This little thing of perfume, unopened. And I remember when my mother got it, she knew that she was ill. And for those of you who saw my video, I had a secret for 16 years. What would you do? Those of you who saw that video knew that my mother kept a secret from us. She was sick and she was dying, and she didn't tell anybody. But along the road of her going to pass away, she took a trip to Paris, and she brought back this little thing of perfume. And in the rubble, the aftermath of one set of vultures' pickings, I found this little jar of pure French perfume, unopened, and my mother died never having worn this perfume. So I'm coming out to tell all of you today, all of you who have little souvenirs, gifts from people, little items, memorabilia, all locked away, folded up, little t-shirts like this one that I got when I went to Chicago. All of you people who are holding on to things, I'm telling you, use it now. Take advantage of them. My mother died never having even put on her own perfume. She was waiting for the day that would be special enough, for the day that would be worthy enough. I don't know how to put it. I don't know what she was waiting for, but I damn sure wore that perfume. She didn't even, and I found it. Those of you who know, when my mother passed away, I was away at college. I didn't even know, and so I didn't know about the perfume then. So she never even got a chance to wear it at her own funeral. So I'm here to tell you, what are you waiting for? Life is for the living. Today is oh my goodness, how do they put it? What it says, today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So please, baby, unwrap your gifts today. My father was from a poor country, so money was pretty tight growing up. But I tell you, one of the greatest things my father ever did was taking the plastic off the sofa so that we kids could know what it felt like to sit on pure crushed velvet. My parents had us in the 70s, 70s and 80s. And I guess crushed velvet was in. And he took that plastic off, and we were able to feel crushed velvet. For those of you who are putting off things with your kids or hiding their toys from them, give them, oh God, give them their toys. Let them play. Let me tell you something. You only have those babies for a little while. I remember my niece, how she loved Play-Doh. But I didn't want her to mix the colors. So I hid the Play-Doh from her so that she couldn't get to it. And my niece came to me recently and said, "Auntie, do you remember that Play-Doh?" My niece is 10 now. and she wants to play with this Play-Doh because I kept it hidden from her. And I went to the hiding spot where the Play-Doh was hidden, and guess what? Oh, it was dried and hard. And that Play-Doh dried up without my niece ever really getting a chance to play with it. So I'm telling you out there, play with your kids today. That trip that you're putting off, go on that trip today. That Disney World vacation, that whatever it is that you have that you're putting off, do it today, because you only have a span of what, 10 years? If your baby is 5, trust me, in 10 years, when they're 15, they're not going to be interested in the things that they have today. So give them their toys. And if they break it, oh God, buy some more. How much do toys cost, really? $24 for this? A little $10 for a doll? Give your children their toys, and not only that, give yourself your toys. When I say life is for the living, I'm telling you, live your life, because when you're gone, oh baby, there's no t-shirt in the drawer that's gonna matter. There's no little shot glasses that you got up on the shelf that you will care about. The car you got in the driveway that you don't want to drive and that you only use on special times and you won't let your children touch, you only polish, use that car. This is a message dedicated to all the people out there who have something that they're saving in a drawer, in a box, on a shelf, wrapped away in some plastic, tucked under, in the closet, in a room that no one can enter. I'm telling you, go into that room. Use your living room while you're living. Hear me. Walk on that carpet. And if your carpet gets dirty, clean it or buy another one. Hear me. Use what you got while you got the ability to use it. Hear me. Because it doesn't last forever. I'm telling you, I had to wear my mother's perfume because there's no day more precious than today. You know how with the saying, how they say, oh, give me my flowers while I'm living. Honey, take those flowers, smell those flowers, use those flowers while you can. Last Thanksgiving, and those of you who know, my mother passed away right before Thanksgiving, and my house was devoid of holidays up until when I did that video 2 years ago when we bought our first Christmas tree in more than 10 years. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Listen, hear me. My father had to work Thanksgiving, or he chose to work on Thanksgiving, because you know the holidays are still kind of touch and go. My father was an orphan, so he didn't have parents. So, you know, there's a lot that I don't blame him for, because in life, you know, we think our parents are perfect, but our parents are only working their way through it just like we are. So my father decided to work on Thanksgiving, and my brother, he made it up late, so he was on the road, and Thanksgiving was passing by, and we had to go on and eat, so it was just us girls. My father did remarry, and so we were with my father's wife, and she went to take out the paper plates because it was just us. My daddy wasn't there to sit at the head of the table, but I said, oh no, we are good enough. Not just us. You are never by yourself. Remember, you are with yourself. So no, it was not just us. It was us. And we were all that we had. I said, no, put away those paper plates, honey. We're going for the good china today. We're going to celebrate. Do you hear what I'm saying? We're gonna celebrate. So we put away the paper plates and those styrofoam cups and we did it up. We got out the glass and the fine silver and the fine china, even though it was just us. And I took my niece up to my bedroom and I got out a little dress that I made for her and I dressed her up so beautiful and did her hair with little flowers going around her bun. Oh, not just us. Us! And that's what I did. We all got dressed up and we had our dinner and we said our grace. And we reveled in the fact that we were there together. Us. Not just us, but us. And we came together and we celebrated. And I'm doing this video to tell all of you out there, please celebrate. After you watch this video, if you're not home, when you go home today, promise me that you'll take something out of a bag, that you'll unfold something, that you'll wear your souvenirs. Not for anybody else, but for you today, because you're alive, because any day above ground is a good day. Do you hear what I'm saying? Oh, in life there are no mistakes. Trust me, I know that there are hard times. And I know that we wish that a better day will come. But honey, let me tell you, today is what you make of this day. Celebrate your life. Celebrate the lives of your children and celebrate the lives of those around you. If you have gifts from people that they have given you that you have not opened, I'm telling you, open those gifts today. Rub on that special cream today. Spray yourself. Spray yourself with your perfume today. Not just us. Not just you. For you, baby. Do it for you. And that's my whole message today. Go out. Play with your kids. Go sledding with your children when it snows. Go have a picnic when it's nice and green. Go jump in some puddles when it rains, because believe me, baby, oh, the things that your children are interested in today, even in 2 years, they won't be interested in the same thing. Use your gifts today. Today is a gift. That's why they call it a present. And that's my whole message. Hug me. I love you guys. Hug me. I love you guys very much, more than you may ever know. So please, I want you to promise me when you go home, you will use one of your items. And I want you to come back to this video and comment it below. A portion of this video is dedicated to a colleague of mine who was robbed of all of her family heirlooms. And it breaks my heart because, you know, we don't use these items and then we pass them down to our children, and they're just so precious that our children don't use them, so they pass them down. Meanwhile, nobody ever gets a chance to use them. So I'm telling you, use your heirlooms today. Your mother got an old wedding dress that you'll never be able to wear. Take it to a tailor and turn it into a ruffled shirt. Father has his old tuxedo from the wedding. No one is out of style. Are you going to put it in a museum, create a mausoleum? Go take it and turn it into a vest. Use it. Wear that ring around your neck. Take the stone out of an old ring and turn it into earrings. Reset the stone. Do something, but enjoy your life, baby, and the lives of others while you're living. Life is for the living. Remember, there's a difference between living and just being alive. For those of you who know the difference, please comment it below. And be sure to come back to my video and tell me what it is that you use. I want to know. I want to know. Today I'm using a souvenir t-shirt. What are you going to use today? TonyaTko, and I'm right out. Please write your comments below. Come over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/TonyaTko show. Come over to my website, which is going to be finished by this weekend. So look for that at www.TonyaTko.com and stay up with me. Don't worry. All the links are below. TonyaTko, and I'm out. Peace. Smile. I'm not sad, really.